Hi, what's going on, y'all? So, pretty much this video is about how I got started. I got started in 2019, right? Started with two flavors, ginger beer and lemonade. Uh, my main objective was to get the product in like all the Jamaican restaurants, right? Just target all Jamaican restaurants, make that be the next ginger beer of choice for everybody, right? Long story short, upon doing so, like, you're gonna hit some bumps in the road, and I'm gonna be very frank with you guys. Um, and I hate to say it too. It's like the people that gave me the most headache is pretty much our people, right? I'm gonna just say that before I get into it, and it's unfortunate. But long story short, when I would go to these Jamaican restaurants, they would tell me, can I leave a sample? Can they try it first? Can they sample it first? If they can't sample it, they weren't gonna buy it, right? I mean, like, some were very inconsiderate too. Like, they would say, when you're coming out with a new product, you gotta leave samples, right? I get it, you gotta leave samples, but we're gonna be realistic about this. I'm gonna touch on this with you guys, right? We had no investors to where we could have this money set aside to give out free samples. This was all money that I saved from years of working and invested in product that I needed to move because I needed to pay rent and bills and things that these people didn't know. So at that point, when they were telling me to give away samples, you can imagine the state of mind that I'm in, right? Because my bills got to get paid on the first, right? And then there's something within the month. And I literally took a leap of faith, stopped working completely, and started my own endeavor, right? And these people are telling me to take the product that I invested in to give it to them free, and that if I didn't give it to them free, have a nice day. They weren't nice at all during the process. And I hate to generalize them all, because like some of them were very considerate and looked out, and I guess they seen themselves, in their earlier stages as an entrepreneur. So salute to those too, because we still do business with some of those folks, right? But to the ones that gave me the headache in the initial stages and deterred me from even just continuing going down that path of trying to service Jamaican restaurants, I just took it to the next best choice, which was the delis at every corner. And those by far were in greater numbers than any Jamaican restaurant. Even though Jamaican restaurants is everywhere, the delis are in greater numbers. Like, I said it to say this, I started to realize that all the delis in New York, because when I was coming up, they were owned by like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, but then the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans had transitioned into supermarket spaces, right? Like, I literally paid attention to that degree. And then the Yemenis came in, and they just started monopolizing on these stores literally throughout, I want to say throughout New York for sure, but it seems as if they're doing it throughout America, right? So big shout out to them. They're the ones who definitely helped us tremendously in beginning stages. So I only had two flavors, which was ginger beer and lemonade. All my ox wanted to know, sorry, pardon me, all my Yemen brothers wanted to know is that if it's, how much is it, and is it going to sell or not, right? If it sells, you'll hear from us again. If it doesn't sell, have a nice day. They were very cut and clear about it, right? Which I appreciated, because so was I. And that's one reason why we took to one another. It was kind of like a magnet, like, you know what I mean? Like, and from two different parts of the world, like, but just truth will always connect with truth. So with that being said, they supported, and years went by, and with us having integrity and just sticking to our word, some of them even looked out and gave us like family members that were in the business, and their other stores. Some of them even have multiple stores. So I say that to say, like, it wasn't easy. It was years of just building and just keep going, continually going. But it was a process, and that's pretty much how we got started in the initial stages. There's a whole lot more we could tap into, but that's in the other videos coming. You guys have a good one.